Lily stood in front of the polished oak door of Willow and Whisk Café, her cafe, staring at the brass handle that gleamed in the morning sunlight. It was 9:20 a.m. 20 minutes past their grand opening and still no one from her family had shown up. Her fingers tightened around the phone buzzing on the marble counter. Another notification. She swiped the screen and scrolled through messages filled with congratulations from old classmates, neighbors and even her high school math teacher. "Proud of you, Lily," one said. "Following your dreams," said another. But there were none from her mom, dad or siblings. None from them. Her throat tightened as she opened the family group chat. The latest message hit her like a slap. A photo of her parents standing proudly beside her brother, Ryan, at a corporate awards ceremony. The caption read, "So proud of our son tonight." Lily's stomach dropped as she whispered, "Of course. They're celebrating him again." The silence in the cafe pressed against her like a heavy blanket. Everything around her was perfect. The espresso machines gleaming, the pastry display filled with golden croissants and lavender cookies, the hand-painted signs she'd worked on for weeks. Yet she stood there alone. She brushed her fingertips along the exposed brick wall she had stripped and painted herself, remembering the late nights sanding and scrubbing until her hands bled. "This was supposed to be our day," she muttered. The day they'd finally show up. She thought back to her childhood drawings, the little sketches of her dream cafe with rainbow-colored signs and smiling customers. Back then she imagined her parents sitting proudly in the front row, telling everyone, "Our daughter built this." Instead they were probably toasting Ryan's latest promotion at a 5-star hotel. Lily sighed and looked at her reflection in the window. "Maybe if this works they'll finally see me," she whispered, the words sounding smaller than she intended. Her phone buzzed again, a message from Dad. "We need to talk about your cafe situation." Her jaw clenched. The old Lily would have panicked, typed back an apology and begged for approval. But she didn't. Instead she typed slowly, "The cafe is doing fine, thanks." A few seconds later her sister's name flashed on the screen. A single heart emoji appeared, Sierra's classic way of sounding polite while showing disapproval. Lily locked her phone and shoved it into her apron pocket. Just then a knock on the glass startled her. She turned and saw a line forming outside. Her breath caught. Real customers, not family waiting to come in. Lily took a deep breath, straightened her apron and unlocked the door. "Welcome to Willow and Whisk," she said brightly as the first group entered. "Oh wow, it smells amazing in here," a woman exclaimed. "Did you make all these pastries yourself?" another asked. Lily smiled, her hands busy pouring coffee and boxing treats as the small cafe filled with chatter and laughter. For the first time that morning the space felt alive. During a short lull, her barista Rachel leaned over and whispered, "Everything okay, boss? You keep glancing at your phone." Lily forced a smile. "Just family stuff." Rachel nodded knowingly. "Well, whoever they are, they're missing out. This place is perfect." Lily looked around, at the happy faces, the warm light spilling across the counter, the buzz of conversation, and for the first time she almost believed Rachel was right. 3 weeks later, Lily found herself standing at the doorway of her childhood home, the familiar smell of her mom's potpourri greeting her like a warning. "Here we go again," she muttered under her breath. She'd been invited for Sunday dinner, though her father's earlier text had made it clear what it was really about, discussing your business venture. "There she is," Ryan called out as she stepped inside, lounging in Dad's leather chair like he owned it. "How's life in the cupcake world?" he teased with a smirk. "Doing well actually," Lily replied calmly. "We had lines out the door last weekend." "That's nice, honey," her mom said softly, appearing from the kitchen. "Your father wants to talk to you in his study before dinner." Of course he does, Lily thought. That room was where all the real conversations happened, where Ryan got praised, where Sierra announced promotions. Never where she heard anything kind. Lily followed her father into the study, her heartbeat drumming against her ribs. The scent of leather and old books filled the room, the same smell that always made her feel like a child again, small and out of place. Her dad sat behind his mahogany desk, flipping through a folded magazine. Without looking up he slid it across the table. 80% of cafes fail within 3 years, he said flatly. Lily glanced at the headline. The harsh truth about small businesses. "Dad," she began, trying to sound steady, "Homespun is doing great so far." "Lily," he interrupted, removing his glasses. Your mother and I worry you're setting yourself up for disappointment. You invested your entire savings without consulting anyone who understands finance. I consulted cafe owners and local business mentors, she said. Not real experts, he replied, leaning back. That's where Ryan comes in. Ryan smirked from the doorway, swirling the ice in his glass. Dad's right, he said. You need structure. I can oversee your finances. Make sure things don't spiral. Lily blinked. You want access to my business account? Just to help manage cash flow, Ryan replied smoothly. Family helping family. Exactly, her father added. We're offering guidance before you lose everything. Lily felt her chest tighten. Lose everything? It's been 3 weeks, Dad. We're growing every day. Temporary success happens all the time, her sister Sierra said, stepping inside and examining her nails. But it's not sustainable. Her mother clasped her hands together. Sweetheart, we just don't want you to get hurt. Lily stared at their faces, so sure, so condescending, and realized they didn't believe in her at all. The room felt smaller with every passing second. Lily took a deep breath, her voice calm but firm. Thank you for your concern. I'll think about it. Her dad blinked, surprised. That's all. Yes, she said. That's all. Her mom smiled, relieved. Good. Then let's eat before dinner gets cold. As Lily walked to the dining room, her phone buzzed in her pocket. A text from Rachel popped up. How's the family ambush going? Need me to call with an emergency? Lily grinned faintly and replied, Not yet. Thanks for checking. Scrolling further, she saw messages from 2 local business owners. Your pastries were a hit with our customers, wrote Tessa from the flower shop. Thinking of doing a Mother's Day collab. Another message followed from the bookstore owner. Let's talk about joint discounts next week. For the first time that night, Lily felt lighter. She didn't need her family's validation. Her work was already speaking for her. The next morning her phone buzzed again, her father calling. She sighed and answered, balancing a tray of fresh sourdough. Willow and Whisk, this is Lily, she said in her cheerful business tone. Just checking in, her father replied. Wanted to see how things are going with the cafe situation. Business is great actually, Lily said, sliding the tray into the oven. We hit record sales this weekend. That's nice, he said after a pause. But you know, the first few months can be deceiving. Customers lose interest once the novelty fades. Lily's smile faded. Thanks for the reminder, Dad. We just want you to be realistic, he added. I am, she replied, ending the call politely. She hung up and muttered, realistic doesn't mean pessimistic. Then she scribbled another tally in her notebook. Dad's concerned calls, number 12. The bell above the cafe door jingled, snapping her out of her thoughts. Her mother walked in wearing sunglasses and a designer coat, pretending she hadn't just criticized Lily's dream weeks earlier. Surprise, she chirped. Thought I'd stop by and see how my little entrepreneur is doing. Lily forced a smile. We just wrapped up the morning rush. Sold out before 11. That's wonderful, dear, her mother said, running a finger along the countertop as if inspecting it for dust. Though you might want to hire more help. You look tired. I'm fine, Lily said, resisting the urge to roll her eyes. Her phone buzzed again, a text from Ryan. Interesting article on why small cafes fail. Might help you pivot before it's too late. Seconds later, Sierra sent. Passed a franchise opportunity downtown. You should consider it. More stable than solo ventures. Lily turned off her phone. Coffee? She asked her mother instead. On the house. Her mother smiled faintly. Just one. I'm watching my sugar. As Lily prepared the drink, Rachel joined her at the counter, whispering, Family visit? Yep, Lily muttered, pouring steamed milk. Rachel leaned closer. Want me to tell her we're out of coffee? Lily chuckled quietly. Tempting. Her mother sipped and looked around the cozy cafe filled with laughing customers. It's nice, she admitted. Smaller than I imagined, but charming. I'll take that as a compliment, Lily said. It was meant as one, her mother replied, though her tone said otherwise. Before leaving, she added softly, You know, your father worries because he cares. When the door closed behind her, Lily whispered to herself, He worries because he doubts. By Friday, business was booming again. The line stretched out the door and the air buzzed with chatter and the scent of fresh cinnamon rolls. Rachel balanced trays while Lily handled the espresso machine. Busy morning, Rachel said, wiping sweat from her forehead. The usual, Lily replied, smiling. Then a familiar voice interrupted. Wow, look at this place. Ryan. He stood near the counter in a tailored suit, his confident grin out of place among the relaxed customers. Here to grab coffee or to critique? Lily asked lightly. Both, he said, setting his briefcase on the counter. I thought I'd review your numbers while you work. Give you some insight. I'm fine, thanks, she said, not looking up. Come on, Lil. We both know this is a passion project, not a business. She turned, meeting his smug gaze. Ryan, this isn't a hobby. It's my livelihood. He hesitated for a moment, then forced a smile. If you say so. As Ryan left, Rachel appeared beside her. You okay? Family being family, Lily sighed. Rachel crossed her arms. Well, if it helps, everyone here loves your coffee. Including me. That made Lily smile. Thanks, Rachel. By afternoon, the cafe was buzzing with activity. A customer tagged them in a post about the best almond croissant in Portland. The bookstore next door reported increased sales on cafe promotion days. A florist called to suggest a Mother's Day gift basket collaboration. Lily leaned against the counter, overwhelmed but proud. This was what she had dreamed of: community, connection, and independence. For once, she didn't need to prove anything. She was already living it. The following morning brought an unexpected visitor. A woman in a gray blazer walked in, carrying a notepad and a press badge. Are you Lily Hart? She asked with a friendly smile. Yes, Lily said cautiously. I'm Vanessa from the Portland Chronicle. I'm writing an article on small businesses thriving downtown. Your cafe keeps coming up. Lily blinked. Pie Cafe. Vanessa grinned. Yes. Word is you're outperforming the chains nearby. They talked for nearly an hour. Vanessa tasted pastries, took photos, and chatted with customers. You've built something special, she said before leaving. This kind of authenticity is rare. When the article came out 2 days later, the headline read, Willow and Whisk, the cozy cafe that outsmarted the giants. Lily's phone blew up with messages, from friends, customers, and even strangers. Not one came from her family. Till she smiled. Their silence no longer stung. Weeks passed and the cafe's success only grew. Local hotels began ordering her pastries for their breakfast service, and her monthly revenue soared beyond anything she'd imagined. One morning, Rachel handed her a report. Total for this month, $48,000. Lily's eyes widened. That can't be right. Double-checked it, Rachel said proudly. Lily laughed in disbelief. Dad said I'd be lucky to hit 15,000. Guess you proved him wrong, Rachel teased. Her phone buzzed again, family group chat. She hesitated, then opened it. Dad, saw your article. Remember, popularity isn't the same as profit. Ryan, luck plays a big role in early success. Sierra, hope it lasts. Timing's everything. Mom, we just don't want you to burn out, dear. Lily typed back one line. Revenue hit $48,000 this month. Feel free to stop by the tasting event next weekend. Then she set the phone down, smiling faintly. Proof enough, she murmured. 2 days later, Lily sat in Dr. Winter's office, fingers wrapped around a mug of chamomile tea. Tell me about the texts, Dr. Winters said gently. They say they're worried, Lily answered. But it always sounds like doubt. What do you hear underneath their words? That I'll never be enough unless I do things their way. Dr. Winters nodded. And what is your way? Lily stared at the window at a small bird on the sill. Slow growth. Good ingredients. Real community. And how does that feel in your body when you say it? Steady, Lily whispered. Like standing on my own feet. Then practice answering from that steadiness, Dr. Winters said. Not from fear. Not from needing them to see you. Saturday arrived bright and breezy for the community tasting day. Tables lined the sidewalk. Sample cards read lemon blueberry tart, cardamom coffee cake, lavender shortbread. Ready? Rachel asked, tying her apron. As I'll ever be, Lily smiled. The crowd grew fast. A local blogger filmed quick clips. 2 food writers compared notes. Then Lily saw the silver SUV. Family. Rachel murmured. Yep. Her father broke a croissant. The layers could be tighter. Her mother frowned at the tables. Feels a little close together. Sierra rearranged a whole tray. Color groups are better for photos. And Ryan, smiling at a reporter, said, I advised her on systems. It's been a family effort. Lily stepped forward, calm as a lake. Thanks for coming, she said to the reporter, voice clear. Everything you see here was built from scratch, by me and my team. The reporter lifted her brows, pen hovering. Ryan took a step back. That evening, Lily's phone buzzed with a familiar tone. Dad, family dinner this week. We need to discuss the cafe's future. In the quiet of her apartment above Willow and Whisk, she let the message sit. She looked at her notebook. Wholesale leads, hotel inquiries, weekend lines. Rachel texted, if you need an exit call, I've got you. Lily replied, thanks. I'll be okay. She wasn't the girl begging to be believed anymore. She was the woman running payroll, signing checks, training staff, and baking at 4 a.m. Her proof was warm and fragrant and sold out before noon. At the dining table, the plates were set and the script was ready. Now that your cafe is viable, her father began, I'd like to invest. We can franchise. Ryan will manage finances. Sierra will handle brand. Sierra smiled. Your look is cute, but it needs cohesion. Ryan slid a portfolio forward. 5-year plan. Minimal risk if we leverage your assets. Her mother touched Lily's wrist. Imagine, a real family business. Lily's phone buzzed, her supplier. She stepped into the hall. We're cutting smaller accounts, the voice said. Last delivery next week unless you hit new minimums. Lily leaned on the wall. Those numbers are impossible. I'm sorry, the voice said and clicked off. She stared at her reflection in a framed photo of the family. A familiar trap. Say yes to control or risk losing everything. She went back in and took her seat. Thank you for the offer, Lily said, folding her hands. I have to decline. Decline, her father sputtered. Be reasonable. I built Willow and Whisk without your help or belief, she said, voice steady. And I'll continue that way. Ryan scoffed. Until the supply chain crushes you. Lily opened a folder. I've signed with Blackbird Roasters. They're supplying me at premium rates because they believe in what I'm building. Sierra blinked. But, aren't suppliers cutting you off? Some. Not all. Lily slid a second sheet forward. Quarterly financials. We're up 32%. She placed one last paper on the table. And here's the lease for my second location near the art museum. Silence fell. A clock ticked. Somewhere in the kitchen, a pan settled with a soft pop. Her mother finally whispered, You did this, without us. Lily nodded. Yes. 3 weeks later, another tasting day drew a bigger crowd. A city council member shook Lily's hand. The mayor stopped by. Cameras flashed. Laughter rose and settled like doves. A reporter approached Ryan near the pastry table. Are you with the cafe? Ryan straightened. I'm her brother, Lily said kindly, joining them. This is my business. Congratulations, Ms. Hart, the reporter said. The Business Association would like to honor you today. An older man in a crisp suit handed Lily a small plaque. For revitalizing a block with heart, craft, and grit. Her father stood near the door, smile tight as a knot. Sierra looked between the plaque and Lily at a loss for words. Rachel squeezed Lily's arm. You earned this. Yep, Lily said softly. We did. After the crowd thinned, her mother lingered by the register. I never thought this would work, she admitted, eyes glossy. I know, Lily said. I told myself I was protecting you. You were protecting your idea of me. Her mother's chin trembled. Maybe. She took a breath. Your cardamom cake is beautiful. Thank you, Lily said. You can sit if you'd like. We have tea. They didn't fix everything. They didn't try. They just sat, 2 women, hands around warm cups, saying small things that felt like a start. A year later, Willow and Whisk buzzed with anniversary energy. Twinkle lights, framed press clippings, a new mixer humming in the back. The second location was steady. The hotels kept ordering. The morning workshops filled in hours. Flowers just arrived, Rachel called, arms full. By the entrance, Lily said, smiling. Trevor, her head baker, checked a clipboard. Corporate order boxed. Wedding tasting at 3. Perfect. The room glowed as guests arrived. Neighbors, small business owners, customers who had become friends. The mayor came again. So did the business association again. Then her family walked in. Not as judges. Not as saviors. As guests. Rachel tapped a glass. A toast. To the woman who never gave up on her dream. Cheers rose like a warm tide. Her father cleared his throat. Have you thought about a gluten-free line? There's a market gap. A pilot starts next quarter, Lily answered. Thanks. Sierra held up her phone. Your photos are incredible. Would you teach me how you shoot crumb texture? Sure, Lily said. Saturday mornings. Bring coffee. Ryan hovered, hands in his pockets. Your retention numbers are insane, he said. How do you do it? Listen more than you sell, Lily replied. And make something people want to come back for. Later, Ryan found her near the office door. I'm thinking of starting my own consulting firm, he said, voice softer than she remembered. Would you look at my plan? Lily studied his face. Not smug. Not certain. Human. Send it over, she said. I'll give notes. He exhaled, relieved. Thanks. Her father passed behind them, telling a friend, my daughter's place, pride sneaking into his voice. Lily didn't chase it. Didn't drink it like water. She just let it be there like a picture on a wall. When the party ended, Lily turned off the lights and stood in the soft dark, palms on the counter that had once felt too big for her hands. On the brick wall hung 2 frames, her first dollar and the article that called Willow and Whisk a hidden gem that won't stay hidden. She remembered the morning she waited for a door to open and no family came. She remembered the steady line of strangers who did. Her phone buzzed. Dr. Winters. How does it feel to celebrate without needing approval? Lily typed back, quiet. Like a room with windows open. Outside, a late bus sighed to a stop. Inside, the cafe held the day's warmth. She locked the door and stepped onto the sidewalk, the city humming around her. In the window, her logo glowed, simple lines, her name beneath. Rachel called from the curb. See you at 4 a.m., boss? See you at 4, Lily said, smiling. She tucked the keys into her pocket and walked toward home, flowers still clinging to her sleeves like soft stars. No trumpets. No grand speeches. Just a woman who chose her way and kept walking. People would come and go. Praise would rise and fade. The work would remain, hands in dough, heart in the room, a door to open every morning. And for the first time she didn't need anyone to tell her it was enough. He knew. Thanks you for watching, and please remember to tell us where you are watching from today. Hit the like button, comment and subscribe to this channel for more of this.